Hello students, continuing our lecture series on digital logic families. Now we are coming to the FPGA electrical characteristics of the logic families. Each manufacturer of PLD is here programmable logic device, has different electrical characteristics. Set the VCC IO to the required voltage for the input output ports. This is our requirement that on we are using which manufacturer kits, so on that basis the power supply or electrical parameters are decided. And here is the some changes are measured for source and sink current ratings from depend on the manufacturer. And here are IOH and IOL are also changed under program control range from 2 mA to 24 mA, and it is called programmable drive strength, and this shows the partial list for changing the values of FPGA families. And this is the overall summary which we studied until in our digital logic family lecture series. So there are three stages of internal circuitry in a TTL IC, that is input, output and control. So the input current to an IC gate is a constant value specified by the manufacturer, and the output of an IC gate depends on the size of the load connected to it. Its value cannot exceed the maximum rating of the chip because it can burn it. So now the high and low voltage level of the standard TTL family are not 5 volt and 0 volt, but typically they are 3.4 volt and 0.2 volt. So that means to say they are not too much accurate. The propagation delay is the length of time that it makes for the output to a gate to respond to the stimulus at its input. The rise and fall time of a pulse describe how long it takes for the voltage to travel between its 10% and 90% levels. Open collector outputs are required whenever logic outputs are connected to a common point. So several improved TTL families are available and continue to the introduce each year, providing decreased power consumption and decreased propagation delay. So the CMOS logic family uses complementary metal oxide semiconductor transistor instead of the bipolar transistor used in TTL IC. Traditionally, the CMOS family consumed less power but was slower than TTL. So, however, recent advances in both technologies have narrowed the differences. The BiCMOS family combines the best characteristics of bipolar technology and CMOS technology to provide logic functions that are optimized for the high speed, low power characteristics required in microprocessor system. ECL provides the highest speed IC. Its drawback is its very high power consumption. And a figure of merit of IC family is the product of their propagation delay and power consumption both. So it called the speed power product, or the lower the better. So when interfacing between logic families is done, there are several considerations must be made, like the output voltage level of one family must be high and low enough to meet the input requirement of the receiving family. Because of this also we using the level shifter circuits are there. Also the output current capability of the driving gate must be high enough for the input draw of the receiving gate or gates. Thank you.